Paul, may we please? Happy last meeting. Student trustee Ha.
Present.
President Almendras.
Present.
Sorry. Vice President Fernandez. Chief Staff Coutinho.
Here.
Speaker of the House Joe. Present. Graphics designer Damahi.
Present.
Web Administrator Suarez.
Present.
Chairperson Thumu. Chairperson Chidari.
Present.
Chairperson Murtaza is here. Chairperson Alvarez.
Here.
Chairperson Celestino.
Here.
Representative Yusuf. Representative Ahmed. Representative Cruz. Representative Perdrew. Representative Guerrero. Representative Haybeli. Representative Sharma. Representative Ansari. Representative Giron. Representative Erlbacher. Representative Patel. Representative Cordoba. Representative Bielovska. Representative Bodila.
Present.
Representative Hannah. Representative Cabayes. Representative Gus Gupta. Representative Zafar. Representative El Saadi. Representative Khadir. Representative Rodriguez. Representative Ali. Representative Shane. Representative Blinn. Representative Preobrajenskaya. Representative Omani. Representative Dean. Representative El Adwan.
Present.
Thank you. The next order of business is reading and approval of the minutes. Please take the time to read over the minutes. Are there any corrections to the minutes? If not, then the minutes will stand as approved. The next order of business is reading and approval of the agenda. Please take the time to read over the agenda. Are there any corrections to the agenda? Yes, President Matthew?
Yeah, I would like to amend to add the letter to resolution 2022 F12 2002. This is the letter that's supposed to be supplemented with the resolution.
There's been a motion to add the letter attached to resolution 2022 F12 2002 to be part of the resolution. Is there a second?
I second.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, please say nay. Does anyone abstain? If not, then the motion carries. Are there any other changes to the agenda? If not, then the agenda will stand as approved. The next order of business is public comment. Is there any public comment? If not, we will move on to the next order of business, which is guest speakers. We have no guest speakers, so we move on to the next order of business, which is old business. First, we have resolution 2022 F12 1009. Can we please have Representative Jesse? Oh, he's not here. Can we please have Representative Matthew Cabayas read this for us?
So, whereas the core mission statement of the undergraduate student government is to serve and advocate for the best interests of the undergraduate student body, and whereas many students struggle with affording the school supplies needed to achieve academic success, especially during the early weeks of the spring semester, and whereas the undergraduate student government seeks to mitigate the issue by providing various items of school supplies to students, such as notebooks, folders, pencils, post-it notes, pens, along with a complimentary hot chocolate, then let it be resolved that in the early weeks of the spring semester, the undergraduate student government will reserve a table in the Student Center East building to distribute the school supplies and hot chocolate. Let it be further resolved that USG shall allocate a maximum of $1,250 for the purchase of the aforementioned items, as well as USG branded bags to distribute to UIC students. Let it be further resolved that any unspent allocated funds shall be returned to the USG budget.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments regarding this resolution? Remember that we will be voting on this. Yes, ma'am.
So I was told to mention some disclaimers before we further discuss this. So to do this, we will need people to help distribute these items. So just be ready to volunteer if this all goes well. And we will be ordering these items the first week back into the spring semester. And we are also planning on having these giveaways in their own respective weeks. And that the hot chocolate is a bonus to encourage people to engage with USG. And we think it is a good opportunity to be able to promote ourselves and get our name out there.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments? If not, we will move on to voting. All those in favor of adopting resolution 2022 F12/2009, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, please say nay. Does anyone abstain? If not, then resolution 2022 F12/2009 has passed. We will now move on to our next resolution, which is resolution 2022 F12/2010. Representative Magna Dasgupta, would you please read this for us? The core mission is to serve and advocate for the.
And whereas students may be struggling to afford hygiene products that are needed on a daily basis,
And where
as the undergraduate student government
seeks to,
engage with and benefit the students of the undergraduate student
then let it be resolved.
involved in the early weeks of the spring semester, the undergraduate student government will reserve a table in the student center in this building to distribute hot chocolate and hygiene products such as feminine hygiene products, toothbrushes, toothpaste, deodorant, nail clippers, and hand sanitizer. Let it be further resolved that USG shall allocate at most $1,000 for the purchase of aforementioned items to distribute to USG students, and let it be further resolved that any unspent allocated funds shall be returned
To the USG budget. Thank you. Are there any questions or comments regarding this resolution? We will be voting on this tonight. If not, we will move on to voting. All those in favor of adopting resolution 2022 F12/2010, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, please say nay. Does anyone abstain? If not, then resolution 2022 F12/2010 has passed. We will now move on to our next resolution, which is resolution 2022 F12/2011. Representative Delahi Belli, could you please read this for us?
Whereas the core mission statement of the undergrad student government is to serve and advocate for the best interests of the undergraduate student body, and whereas students may be struggling to adjust to the inevitable winter season and lack appropriate winter attire, and whereas the undergrad student government seeks to engage with and benefit the students of the undergrad student community, then let it be resolved that in the early weeks of the spring semester, the undergrad student government will reserve a table in the Student Center East building to distribute hot chocolate and winter items such as gloves, hats, scarves, pants, warmers, and socks. Let it be further resolved that USG shall allocate at most $1,250 for the purchase of the aforementioned items, as well as USG branded bags to distribute to UIC students. Let it be further resolved that any unspent allocated funds shall be returned to USG budget.
Thank you. And now we want question. Does anyone have any questions or comments regarding this resolution?
I have
Oh,
like a
yes.
simple question. My question is like, are the items gonna be branded with UIC or are they gonna be just like simple, regular, everyday items?
They will just be regular items.
Okay, perfect, thank you.
Are there any other questions or comments? Yes, Felix?
When will they be distributed?
So I believe they will be distributed sometime next semester in their own separate groups. Start of next semester. Start of next semester. Are there any other questions or comments? If not, we move on to voting. All those in favor of adopting resolution 2022 as shown by 2011, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, please say nay. Does anyone abstain? If not, the resolution 2022 as called for 2011 is passed. We will now move on to our next resolution, which is resolution 2022 as called for 2012. We have Director Kevin Chidor discuss.
Whereas the public comment section is an essential part of the USG meeting where UIC students, faculty, and staff can input issues and concerns. And whereas it is imperative that USG advertises the public comment section to increase UIC student engagement, to improve USG's effectiveness in initiatives and understanding of the student population. And whereas flyers can effectively advertise USG's meeting times, locations, and USG initiatives visibly on campus to increase transparency to UIC students, faculty, and staff, then let it be resolved, the undergraduate student government will allocate $300 from the purchase of flyers to advertise USG meetings to UIC students, faculty, and staff. Let it further be resolved that any unspent funds will be returned to the USG budget.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments regarding resolution 2022 as called for 2012? Yes, Nina.
Well, this is just a general question, but does the university have, like, email mailing lists, like, for students and things like that, in case you want to distribute, like, e-flyers, but you want to only email to, like, a certain group of people, like students or faculty or things like that?
Yes, thank you.
I can just speak loud. We don't have access to, that type of, listserv. I mean, it does exist, but it's only, available to,
I think you can also reach out to individual department heads. That's something that I've done before. If you want to target like a certain population within the UIC community.
Okay, sorry. Do we know where we're posting, some of these posters?
Yeah, like the residence dorms, SC, it has to be approved by building management. And then the library, I think, which also has to be approved. So, yeah.
Are there any other questions or comments? If not, we will move on to voting. All those in favor of adopting resolution 2022 F12 1012, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, please say nay. Does anyone abstain? If not, then resolution 2022 F12 1012 is passed. Next, we have resolution 2022 F12 1013. Representative Brina, could you please read this for us?
Whereas the undergraduate student government wishes to address concerns and questions across the student body regarding issues involving diversity and inclusion on UIC's campus, and whereas it is part of the mission of the undergraduate student government to promote the interests of the undergraduate student body and ensure that there's effective communication between students, student organizations, faculty, staff, and administrators, then let it be resolved that USG will co-host a diversity and inclusion town hall alongside HCAP on Monday, February 6th from 3 to 5 p.m. titled USG and HCAP Diversity and Inclusion Town Hall, Your Voice Matters, to aid in increasing and ensuring transparency between the undergraduate student body and the administration of UIC. And let it be further resolved that USG will allocate $500 for the funding of this event to purchasing the following items and delivery of items that are listed in the resolution. Let it be further resolved that any unspent funds will be returned to the USG budget.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments regarding this resolution? Reminder, we will be voting on this tonight. Yes, Sophia?
Could you tell me what kind of event it is? Like, is it like a social gathering or is it like more of an educational, um,
Yes, Madison?
So the town hall, hello. The town hall is gonna be, kind of as it says, a town hall. We're gonna be inviting, a panel of administrators, hopefully the director of, the Office of Equity and Inclusion here at USC, kind of administrators like that to address concerns that students are having about diversity and inclusion related issues. So it's gonna be sort of, students submitting questions ahead of time that we can get to the administrators, and we'll be asking students to come in to like the panel so that they're able to see their questions answered by those administrators.
Are there any other questions or comments? Yes, Juan?
Will it be open to like students, like,
The answer was yes, right? Okay. Are there any other questions or comments? If not, we will move on to voting. All those in favor of adopting resolution 2022, F12, 1013, please say aye. All those opposed, please say nay. Does anyone abstain? If not, then resolution 2022, F12, 1013 is passed. We will now move on to our next resolution, which is resolution 2022, F12, 3002. President Matthew, could you please lead this?
So whereas UIC is currently in the process of negotiating a contract with dining companies, which presents a great opportunity to include the needs of students, and whereas the undergraduate student government advocates for the well-being and success of the UIC student body, then let it be resolved, the undergraduate student government provides UIC dining services to include the following clauses in the campus dining services request for proposal, RFP. One, a commitment of 300 meal swipes donated for students in need for a semester, fall and spring, each academic year that the Dean of Students and/or the Wellness Center will administer. Two, a commitment of providing $300 credit towards catering for each UIC registered student organization each academic year up to 60,000. Then let be further resolved, the undergraduate student government shall formally notify UIC dining services of these requests via the attached letter. And the attached letter was sent over email.
It's also in last week's meeting packet. Okay, we'll now move on to discussion. Does anyone have any questions or comments regarding this resolution? We will be voting on this today. Yes, Brina?
So when it says, a commitment of 300 meal subs donated for students in need, that's 300, like, per student, right? Not like a collective 300, like, meal subs for students in need.
Yeah, so that's 300 meal swipes for the entire semester to be distributed to students who are in need of this. Of course, this can be always expanded. This is a lot more than what was done in the past, where there's 300 meal swipes, but only 150 were used. So what we're going to do with this is also promote it out to students. And maybe a student might see that they could use this, and maybe we can get more students to use this. And if we see that all 300 meal swipes are used every semester, then it'd be grounds to get more, but this is a great base for it.
Oh, sorry. So is it 300 per each student in need, or is it just 300 collective?
300 collective.
Okay.
I'm not sure if this was covered before, but how do we exactly identify people? Like, what defines that?
Right. So most of data look at food insecurity is mostly self-reported. So I think these students will work with them to find out who these students who are in need. And I'm sure, and something like the USG survey will definitely help in identifying, not the individual students, but the need of it.
Could there possibly be like an application process for students to apply for certain programs?
Right, yeah, definitely. We can definitely see how we can do this. Of course, it has to be set in place first, and then we can hash out the details. We're going to conduct more meetings with Cynthia and Carol from the work from the Dean of Students and from the Wellness Center respectively to figure out a system in place for this.
Yeah, so are these 300 meal swipes coming from students who don't use their meal swipes? Or are these just like 300 meal swipes that are like generated by dining services, I guess?
Yeah, this will be generated by dining, by campus dining, either by, well, it's included in the RFP, so I believe it will be the company that would provide this is what it's directed at. If we see again that all 300 meal swipes are used per semester, then it will be just stronger argument for the meal swipe donation program, which is the program that you're probably referring to, which is students donating their unused meal swipes.
Yeah.
Are there any other questions or comments? So just to clarify, when we identify these students that do need these meal swipes, will it be like divided evenly between them, or is it on like a first come first served basis?
Yeah, that's something we'll need to discuss, like how it was done in the past, and maybe also look at how other universities do this. I would believe that there'll be an application where students will apply, and then based on how many students apply to it, it'll be distributed accordingly.
Any other questions or comments? If not, we will move on to voting. All those in favor of adopting resolution 2022 F12/3002, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, please say nay. Does anyone abstain? If not, then resolution 2022 F12/3002 is passed. We'll now move on to our next order of business, which is new business. There isn't a new business, so we'll move on to the next order of business, which is items for discussion. Are there any items for discussion? If not, we will move on to our next order of business, which is ex officio reports. May we please have the report of the advisor? Okay, we will move on to the next report, which is the report of the student trustee. May we please have the report of the student trustee?
Yeah, thank you, Michelle, and good evening, everyone. What's up? Oh, sorry. So first off, I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving break. It is good to see all of you for what is our final GBM. It was certainly a quick semester. It went by really quick. So my first report is really short this week. First off, I met with USG's Campus Safety Commissioner Director Felix Durone. I don't think he's here in attendance, but our conversation was very productive. We talked about its mission statement, how we can outreach, different strategies to essentially operate the commission, as well as the plans for this spring semester. Upon talking with him, I couldn't be more excited for him to lead this commission. I think he's the right person with the right background to do so. He brings the right attitude, and I look forward to all the progress that he'll make. If you have any questions about the commission, its plans, and how to get involved with it, I would urge you all to reach out to him. I will be participating in the fall graduation commencement ceremony as a platform party member. So for those of you who are graduating this semester, congratulations. I look forward to seeing you at those commencement ceremonies. I'll be presenting a medallion, and I will be at the luncheon. Lastly, good luck to all of those who are studying for finals, and have a wonderful winter break, everyone. Thank you all for all that you've done this semester. What you do is important, what you do is valuable, and you are the reason that we work. So thank you. Are you up for any questions?
Are there any questions regarding the women's report?
If not, the report of the student trustee will be filed. May we please have the report of the advisor? Okay, thank you. We will now move on to our next order of business, which is officer reports. May we please have the report of the president? His office, it's okay.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight is a bittersweet moment for me. It's our last assembly meeting for the semester, and it marks the end of our fall assembly sessions. If you know me, you know that the assembly meetings are the highlight of my week. But we end here on good terms, and we set a strong foundation for the second half of our academic year. But in just this half, we've accomplished plenty. Starting with fostering our community, we both continued events, started events that brought students together to celebrate our USC pride, cultural backgrounds, and leadership as students. This administration, under the leadership of many, brought a working group that will advocate for reading and review days, in addition that will ease the stress for students when they study for exams and finish up assignments. And we continue to promote academic success and career readiness through hosting a successful USG career event. And after being passed last academic year, the USG Faculty OER Leadership Award is now also being established. We're able to secure funding for the program and will be listed as an official award to recognize professors who use open education. An award by students and for students, this award exemplifies creativity in addressing college costs. And just this night, we passed a huge resolution that will help alleviate student hunger here at USC and provide more support for our student organizations through catering funding. This has been a huge ask from student organizations for many, many years. These successes are possible because we've expanded USG's advocacy abilities in many ways, one by strengthening our relationships with university departments. As a result from this, we have more avenues to reach students and have an ascending trust with the university and our ability to discern students' needs and collaboratively work towards solutions. Our work here is not done yet. Though we make progress, we are not done. We still must work diligently to achieve change we seek. After all, change and progress takes time. I address this to everyone here in this room. What is in store for the next semester? We will continue to prioritize academic success and career readiness. We will continue to build a welcoming community, and we will continue to expand resources we and our peers need to succeed. I envision that we will expand student workers' rights, improve student housing, achieve more success in our mental health service, make our campus safer, and expand into other initiatives such as making USC a greener university. And of course, we'll do more to bring our community together. We remain a student government not burdened by student needs, but motivated by our ability to create change. So I ask my fellow USG members to join me in celebrating the successful semester tonight, but stay eager for a much, much more exciting spring semester with boundless potential. So I wish everyone the best in their finals week. Have a happy holiday, and I look forward to our semester. Thank you.
Thank you. Would you like to give also your packet report, or is that was your, okay. Are there any questions regarding President Matthews' report? If not, then the report of the president will be filed. Next, we have the report of the vice president.
As Matt said, I think everyone's doing a great job. So I'm writing a letter with Matt, the campus care directors, on stuff that we found this semester, and hopefully get that sent sometime over winter break, and we can discuss our results as we meet with the administrators. Matt and I and others are continuing to do edits and add questions to the USG survey to get it finalized. In Matt's report, he talks that we hope to have it released the first couple weeks of the spring semester. Yeah, continuing to write my report for the mid-year report, and I had a meeting with President Matt then later with Chief of Staff Abigail, and I also had a meeting with Jair. I yield for questions.
Thank you. Are there any questions regarding Vice President Michael's? If not, the report of the Vice President Hall. Next, we have the report of the Treasurer.
Okay, so Quinn would like to thank everyone for a great semester, and he's really looking forward for what's to come next semester. And he has spoken with multiple representatives about their ideas for potential USG initiatives. And he'd also like you to reach out if you have any initiative ideas that require USG funds, even during winter break. So this guy's always on, and I also have to review the spending log. So if you like to scroll down, you can see that the total budget we started with was $126,876. This semester, we have spent $19,710, not accounting for fees and stipends. Unspendable is $57,459, so that accounts for fees, stipends, and gala allocations. And our remaining spendable is $49,707, and you can see all the specifics on the sheet on the bottom of the page. And then for the Treasury Committee, we have discussed the logistics of the spring supplies, winter wear, and helping hygiene initiatives. And he will also be meeting with President Matthew to review all of the semester spending as well as our future outlook. And he also wishes good luck to everyone with finals, and he hopes everyone can finish strong. And as previously mentioned, if you have any ideas for initiatives requiring funding, or if you have any inquiries regarding our budget, please do not hesitate to reach out to Glenn.
If you are there any questions or comments regarding, oh, sorry. If you have any questions or comments regarding the treasurer's report, please reach out to Clint and the report of the treasurer. Next, we have the report of the speaker. Okay, so hello everyone. I hope you all have a great and restful Thanksgiving break. So reminders, the USG social is tomorrow. I sent out some carpool information today. So if you checked that you needed someone to carpool you to the event on your form, or you checked that you were able to carpool people to the event on your form, you should have received an email from me today. If something comes up and you can't carpool people anymore, just shoot me a message and we will get that figured out. And also, if you are able to come to the event early, I can also bring you. So there's that. The Secret Santa exchange will occur during the social tomorrow as well, so please be prepared for that. If you filled out the form after a certain time last week, you might not have received a Secret Santa, so just be aware of that. It will be tomorrow from 6 to 8:30 p.m. and the address is listed below. Earlier today, I also sent out the end of semester survey. It's optional and anonymous, but it's highly appreciated if you fill it out. It just helps us get a gauge of how we're doing and what we can improve for next semester. So if you would please fill that out, I would be eternally grateful. And do feel free to reach out if you would like to speak more about any USG matters or your growth as a representative, and we can set up a meeting and talk about it. And feel free to contact me during break as well if something comes up. I'm always just a text away. And that concludes my report. Are there any questions or comments? Yes, please go to the social if you can. We do want to celebrate all the wonderful work that you guys have done this semester. So yeah, please come. If there are no additional comments, then the report of the speaker will be filed. Next, we have the report of the Chief of Staff.
Hi, everyone. I hope you had a nice Thanksgiving and short break. I had a meeting with President Matthew and Vice President Michael, and we went over the progress of USG, and we're really excited for next semester. We also had a meeting with Director Jair to discuss goals for next semester, and forewarning to the rest of the directors, we'll be meeting with you during break, so you can start looking forward to next semester as well. Ending this week will be our last board meeting of the semester. And I already had contacted the directors that can't make it to set up individual meetings. But if you haven't told me that you're not coming, please tell me so that we can set up our meeting. And good luck on finals, everyone. I know it's been a stressful semester, but we have just 1 week left.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments regarding the Chief of Staff's report? If not, then the report of the Chief of Staff will be filed. Next, we have the report of the Diversity and Inclusion Chief. Someone pass her the mic, please, from over there.
Hello, everybody. Oh, wow, that's close. Hello, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. I know finals are really coming up upon us. But I hope that Thanksgiving was kind of the, I don't know, rejuvenation that you guys needed to get through it. But yeah, so I wasn't able to submit my report in the packet earlier. Sorry for the delay, but kind of the same things as I've been doing, working on the town hall. We're going to start contacting administrators to come for the panel as we've, finalized the date. And for the public comment section, we were able to pass the resolution, so we'll start advertising USG Meeting starting next semester. And Tayo's hosting her event this week on Thursday evening. If you guys know anybody who's interested, once again, let them know about the event and let them forward them to Tayo so that they can RSVP. And kind of with the last thing, Gia and Brina are working on their sort of mental health week, kind of planning it out, discussing ideas like therapy dogs and things like that. Yeah, that's my report.
Thank you. Are there any questions or comments regarding the Director of Diversity Inclusion Chairs or Chair's report? Whoa. If not, then the report of the Diversity and Inclusion Chair will be filed. Next, we have the report of the Legislative Affairs Chair.
Hello, everyone. Hopefully everyone had an amazing Thanksgiving break with friends and family. We're almost finished, so I hope everyone good luck on finals. Last week I had a meeting with President Matthew, Vice President Michael, and Chief of Staff Abigail. We discussed future initiatives for the spring semester, which I'm super excited about. Once again, this is the last GBM, so I wish everyone good luck on our finals. As Michelle mentioned, the USG social is tomorrow, so if you can, try and make it out. And finally, if you have any questions, ideas about the Legislative Affairs Committee, you can always reach out to me. My email is right here. And you can totally email me over the winter break as well. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thank you.
Are there any questions or comments regarding the Legislative Affairs? If not, the report of the Legislative Affairs Chair will be filed. Next, we have the report of the Public Affairs
Hey everyone, hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving break, and let's finish the semester strong. So this week I coordinated with Student Success Committee Chair Mahanur to post for #GivingTuesday, which is tomorrow. If you want to donate, please visit the link in our Instagram bio and also spread the word. And I sent an email to committee chairs to try and get a picture for our new website, which will be finished hopefully by Wednesday, November 30th. So I hope all committee chairs can gather their committee at a designated time. The social is perfect for this. And that's it for my report. I yield my time for any questions.
Are there any questions or comments regarding the Public Affairs Chair's report? If not, then the report of the Public Affairs Chair will be filed. And next, we have the report of the Student Success Chair.
Oh.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, hi everyone. Can you guys hear me? All right, I'm gonna see if we can. So we're in the final stretch of the semester, and I want to say thank you to everyone in USG for all your hard work and dedication in supporting the student body. Shout out to Director of Public Affairs Kenvi for helping me promote Giving Tuesday, which is officially tomorrow, November 29th. As champions, we'll be spreading the word about the movement and directing people to the official USG champion link, which is in my report if they'd like to make a donation. So definitely spread the word. If you'd like to, you can definitely donate. And if you'd like more information, please reach out to me in my email. I had my final committee meeting this past week where we discussed personal initiatives, accomplishments, and plans for next semester. I'm in the process of setting up a meeting with Dr. Kochi so we can talk about different initiatives we spoke about last semester. And lastly, everyone, good luck with finals and have a great winter break.
Personal link for, is it on the website currently?
On the new one or the old one? The old one?
No, on the Giving Tuesday webpage.
Hello.
Yeah, so there is a link for Giving Tuesday on their page, and then we did create a USG champion link, which will be
Looking on the page, I don't see it on there currently.
okay. I'll definitely reach out to Emily Ann because she did say it would be on there. We will be posting the USG champion link on our Instagram posts like today, tomorrow, this whole week. So I'll definitely reach out to Emily Ann and let her know.
Great, thank you.
Are there any other questions or comments regarding the If not, then the report of the student success chair will be filed. Next, we have the report of the campus life chair.
All right, I hope everyone had a restful Thanksgiving break. Okay, sorry. So I met with the Campus Life Committee today. We discussed future ways of tackling our projects for next semester. So that would be assessing student workers' rights, improving campus safety, and then campus housing as well. Also, food insecurity. So we're planning on doing a food drive at the beginning of next semester, so we can make a donation to the pop-up pantry to give back to our UIC community. We also went over the USG survey, so we added a whole bunch of questions and edited some as well. And then I'd like to take a moment to recognize Representative Daniela. She's been with USG for a good while, and we thank her for all of her hard work as she's been here at UIC. So if everyone can give her a round of applause, she is graduating. Thank you, Daniela, for all your hard work. It does not go unrecognized. So we took a moment to recognize Daniela and all of her hard work here in the undergraduate student government. Representative Isaiah and I will be meeting with the following UIC admin to discuss student employee issues this Wednesday from 3 until 4. So that'll be in the Student Services Building, the interim vice chancellor for student affairs, the AVC Business Services, and executive director for student affairs human resources. So one of the main things we're going to be talking about is why it takes so long for students to be put on the onboarding process and on payroll through HR. So for example, there's about 300 applicants for campus housing when it comes to desk workers, but they're still understaffed because of how long it takes for HR to process all the documents and paperwork. So it's pretty messed up. So we're trying to get to the bottom of it and then kind of talk about other resources we can get for our student workers. If you're interested in attending the meeting, please feel free to email me ASAP so I could give you more details. Make sure you come out to tomorrow's USG social and good luck on all your finals. I yield my time for questions.
All right, thank you. Are there any questions or comments regarding Felix's report? If not, then yes. Oh, okay, that was the mic. Okay. If not, then the report of the campus life chair will be filed. And we will move on to the next order of business, which is announcements. Are there any announcements? Yes, done.
So on Thursday, Pre-Law Society is having their last event. It's going to be in the ARC. It's just a study session and just We're playing music, but we got a really big room in ARC, so if anyone wants to come, you don't have to be a pre-law student. It's just fun and chill, and Starbucks is like right downstairs, so let's get coffee.
All right, are there any other announcements?
Yeah, just, first is, yeah, come by to USG Social. It's, gonna be a lot of fun. It's also free food, so who doesn't like that? But, I also want to, congratulations to Daniela for graduating. And, she's, been in USG for 4.5 years, and it's a very, very long time. I remember when I first became a representative, hearing my name in the something, that was very exciting. That was something that Daniela did, when she was secretary. But something I won't forgive Daniela for was when I became interim speaker, I was tasked to lead the meeting. But unfortunately, Daniela wasn't present for the meeting, so I also had to do roll call. And so I butchered everyone's name on that on that list, and it was horrible. I thought I was being a horrible person. But Daniela, we're going to miss you. Thank you again for your service and dedication to not just student government, but really to UIC community. Wish you the best in your endeavors, and come by every once in a while and see the great work we're doing.
Are there any final announcements for our last GBM of this semester? If not, we move on to the next order of business, which is adjournment. Is there a motion to adjourn the meeting? Is there a second?
I second.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, please say nay. Does anyone abstain? If not, the meeting is adjourned at 6:53 p.m.
Bye, everyone.